Social Security August 2025 payment schedule explained. Timing is everything when it comes to Social Security, especially if you're counting on that monthly check to cover bills, groceries, or just peace of mind. August 2025 is no exception, as millions of Americans prepare to receive their benefits. But here's where it gets tricky. The exact day your payment arrives depends on your birthday. Let's break down the schedule and why it matters. The big picture, why dates vary. Social Security Administration, SSA. Benefits aren't handed out on a one-size-fits-all date. Instead, retirees, survivors, and disability claimants who filed after May 1997 are assigned a payment day based on their birth month. If you were born between the 1st and 10th of the month, your check lands on the 2nd Wednesday. Birthdays between the 11th and 20th, you'll get it on the 3rd Wednesday, and those born on the 21st or later, the 4th Wednesday. This system, while logical, can feel confusing at first. Think of it as the SSA's version of a birthday lottery, except the prize is financial stability. A special case, Supplemental Security Income, SSI. SSI recipients who rely on this program for basic needs have a simpler schedule. Payments are typically issued on the first day of the month. But here's where it gets controversial. If the first falls on a weekend or holiday, like September 1st, 2025, Labor Day, the SSA shifts the payment to the last weekday of August. This means August's SSI payments will be split into two batches, August 1st and August 29th, to accommodate the holiday. While the SSA calls this a convenience, some critics argue it creates unnecessary stress for those on tight budgets who depend on a predictable schedule. August 2025 payment dates at a glance. Pre-1997 beneficiaries, August 1st. No exceptions. Birthdays 1 to 10, August 13th, 2nd Wednesday. Birthdays 11 to 20, August 20th, 3rd Wednesday. Birthdays 21 to 31, August 27th, 4th Wednesday. SSI recipients, August 1st and August 29th. What to do if your payment goes missing? If your payment hasn't arrived by the scheduled date, the SSA's first suggestion is to check with your bank. They note that delays in posting transactions are common, especially with direct deposits. But if the issue persists, the SSA urges you to call 1-800-772-1213 or visit your local office. Their website even promises, "We will review the case, and if the payment is due, we will replace it." Yet this raises a question. Shouldn't the system be reliable enough to avoid such fixes in the first place? A glimpse into the future. The $18,000 cut warning. While today's focus is on August's dates, a recent analysis warns that Social Security recipients could face a staggering $18,000 reduction in benefits by 2032. And this is the part most people miss. The cuts are tied to the program's long-term funding challenges. Do you think the system can hold up under these pressures? Share your thoughts below. Let's spark a conversation about how to protect this vital lifeline for future generations. Double SSI payments in August. What you need to know. Here's a surprising twist for Supplemental Security Income SSI recipients. You're getting 2 checks in August, but there's a catch. And this is the part most people miss. One of those payments is actually for September, so don't expect another check next month. Confused? Let's break it down in a way that's easy to understand, even if you're new to the system. The Social Security Administration, SSA, manages SSI, a program designed to provide monthly financial support to individuals with limited income and resources. This includes things like your bank account balance or the value of your vehicle. For August 2025, SSI recipients will receive their first payment on Friday, August 1st, as usual. But here's where it gets interesting. A second payment is scheduled for Friday, August 29th. That second check? It's actually your September payment, arriving early due to the quirks of the SSA's scheduling system. So mark your calendars. No SSI payment in September itself. But here's where it gets controversial. If you also receive Social Security benefits, you're in for a triple treat this month. 3 checks instead of 2. However, there's a potential downside. Some beneficiaries might notice their checks are smaller than usual, and it's all tied to recent changes in how the SSA handles overpayments. Overpayments happen more often than you might think. For instance, if a beneficiary fails to report a change in income, the SSA might pay them more than they're entitled to, or in some cases, the SSA itself miscalculates benefits. Earlier this year, the SSA announced it would start notifying recipients of past overpayments, giving them 90 days to request a waiver or lower repayment rate. After that grace period, the agency will withhold up to 50% of future benefits until the overpayment is repaid. This policy has sparked debate. Is it fair to reduce benefits for mistakes that might not be the recipient's fault? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Now, let's dive into the 2025 SSI payment calendar for clarity. August 1st, 2025, payment for August. August 29th, 2025, payment for September. October 1st, 2025, payment for October. October 30, 2025, payment for November. December 1st, 2025, payment for December. December 30, 2025, payment for January 2026. Notice a pattern? August, October, and December all have two payment dates due to scheduling overlaps. It's a system that can feel confusing at first, but understanding it ensures you're prepared for when those checks arrive. For Social Security recipients, payments in August are tied to your birthday, August 1st, for those who received benefits before May 1997 or get both SSI and Social Security. August 13th, birthdays between the 1st and 10th, August 20th. Birthdays between the 11th and 20th, August 27th. Birthdays between the 21st and 31st. In California, the numbers are eye-opening. As of May 2025, over 1.1 million Californians rely on SSI, with more than half qualifying due to disabilities or blindness. By comparison, over 6 million Californians received Social Security in December 2023. With about 77% being retired workers. These figures highlight the critical role these programs play in supporting vulnerable populations. Finally, a common question. How much can you earn and still qualify for SSI? The general rule is that individuals must earn no more than $2,019 per month from work, though this limit increases for couples and when parents apply for children. It's a lifeline for those who need it most. But the rules can be complex. If you're unsure about your eligibility, reaching out to the SSA directly is always a good idea. So what do you think about the SSA's overpayment policy? Is it fair, or does it place too much burden on recipients? Let us know in the comments. We're eager to hear your perspective.